You are welcome to your favorite sports show, Sport Hour, being live to you from the Advent Cable Network Nigeria, ACNN TV, in the nation's capital city of Abuja. I am Molushola Olujide.
I am Olawale Ayeni, and it's great to have you join us. On today, we are going to be starting the show with the Super Eagles battle ready for Algeria and Tunisia clash. But for now, we'll go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll be introducing our guest. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Sport Hour Show, reaching you live from the Advent Cable Network Nigeria. And we have a guest today in the house. He is a veteran journalist, sport journalist. He is one of the elders in this industry, Mr. Joe Ajayi.
Good morning, Abuja.
Glad to have you again.
I'm happy to be here.
How are you doing now?
I'm looking cool.
How's the weather and the whole...
It's not bad. We are going to hot season gradually. We'll see.
Okay. So let's begin the very first story of today, which is about the Super Eagles. The camp of Super Eagles at the hotel in Austria is brimming with excitement as a mixture of the old boys and the new acts are capable of turning the African champions Algeria and the continent's second-ranked team Tunisia in two friendly matches on Friday, that's tomorrow, and on Tuesday. The Friday's game, like Tuesday's game, will kick off at 8:30 Australian time, which is 7:30 Nigerian time. Algeria will have a second game against Mexico in the Netherlands on Tuesday, coming to Friday's game not only as the champions of Africa, but also on the back of an 18-match unbeaten run. They have not lost on the pitch since they were bumped by the odd goal in an AFCON 2019 qualifier away in Benin Republic in 2018. Tunisia, who will play Super Eagles on Tuesday at the same venue, will host Sudan's Falcons at the Stade Olympic in Rhodes on Friday at the same time. The Eagles are taking to the pitch against Tunisia and Austria, and BTV games on.
Of course, yes. Going to be playing the African champion, no doubt about it.
More like a revenge.
Yes, the Super Eagles just have to go on a revenge mission to ensure that Nigeria get to smile at the end of the day, because we know that last mini free kick from Riyad Mahrez was just not actually good for the Nigerian fans, because we know that the Super Eagles actually played well in that particular match, but just at the die end of the match, we just lost it.
Okay, so let's take a quick ride to Austria, where we have the team coordinator of the Super Eagles, Patrick, online with us. So let's get across to him so we can hear from him the views and what's going on in Austria, how the players are training, and what we expect from the Super Eagles on Tuesday, so on Friday and on Tuesday. Hello, Mr. Pascal.
Yeah, hello, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you too?
How are you guys doing?
We're very fine.
How is Austria?
Austria is a bit cold.
Okay.
It's not easy. We do not even acclimatize to the weather up to now. We are managing.
Okay. I'm sure you think you're a cup of tea this morning.
Yeah, small.
Okay, so how are the boys? How is the mood in the camp today?
Well, since we started camping here, everything is going well. One good thing is that we are in a hotel that is only us that are living here, and then no any other person around the hotel.
Okay.
So because of that COVID-19, and then even now we have to do a test for tomorrow's match.
Okay.
You have to take things seriously about this COVID-19.
Okay.
And then no any guest even coming in, except if we go through the test before coming even near the hotel. So and the training place is 3 minutes. Just you can walk to the field. It's just a place. They have a very good facilities, and everything is going well. And then since we start training, there is no injury worries, which is very good for the team. And then the players, the new players and the old players are gelling. They gel together. Then they play. You cannot even know, like this one is old player or this one is new player. Because, they are all professional players. Okay. They communicate with each other. They play. They jog together. And then in training, the young new invitees, they want to show that yes. the chance that the coach gave me to come here is not a fluke. So they are trying all their best to put their strength, everything to make sure that, yes, they try their best to find themselves in the lineup. And then the old ones, they carry them along. So the mood in the camp is very good, I tell you. And there is no injury worries, which is very good for us for now.
Okay. Which particular player do you think Nigeria should watch out for, due to the fact that you have seen them train at the training ground? Which player do you tip Nigerians to actually watch out for?
Yeah, I think we have 26 players in camp. So Nigeria should watch out for 26 players. So the lineup will come out later. So when the lineup come out later, that's where we will talk of who we should watch. Well, anytime we are in camp, we don't really talk about the lineup, because of the lineup is for the coach, and then we try to keep that one for ourselves here. So we don't want it to be out so that other people can use it, to strategize more on the match on that particular person or somebody. But I tell you, all the players that are here are good. And then they are playing for their clubs, and they are doing well, even in training. So I would not be surprised to see anybody among them in the lineup to play for the country. The only thing is for that person, to show Nigerians, we don't have patience, too much patience. If a player did not play well, definitely people will criticize and talk. So it's for the player to do well. And then what coach is even telling them is you are here for yourself, for your family, for the country, and then you have to put 100% discipline. And discipline is the key, for everything. So when you are playing, you need to know that you are playing for your country, and that discipline must be there, 100%.
Okay, Mr. Pascal, talk to when the players came in, when they came to camp yesterday or 2 days ago, were there any form of testing for these players, for the COVID-19 testing, before they got together in the camp?
No, but even before the COVID-19, this thing is like in Nigeria, before you travel, 2 days, before you travel, 3 days, you need to go and do your COVID-19 test. So you see, in Europe here is the same thing. Most of them, in their clubs, before they come, they do the COVID-19 test before they enter here. And that's why tomorrow, you can see tomorrow we have COVID-19 tests again. I mean today, for tomorrow's match. And then our other match that we will do, we will still do COVID-19 test, for that match. And then if we are going out of the country, we will do COVID-19 test again. So my brother, the life is all about, when you are traveling, going anywhere, is all about COVID-19 test. I tell you, it's a serious thing. Everybody is kind of afraid about it, and then nobody want to even hear about it. So the players from their various clubs, they have done it, and then they are going to do it for the match tomorrow, and then if they are going back to their clubs, they are going to do it again.
Yes, sir. I saw some pictures online on the Super Eagles handle this morning, and I saw one of the players with an ice pack on his leg. I can't recall the player right now, but is it okay? A player had the ice pack on his leg, probably after training, but then maybe he had some.
No. See, you see, the thing is that an ice pack on your leg, it doesn't mean that you are injured. Ice pack on your leg, you can maybe knock from the field. You are training. You are professional people. So putting ice pack is just, for us professional players that we played, is not something that you have gotten injured. No. If you knock me very well now, maybe the place is swollen small, that I'm feeling pain. They will put ice pack for you. And then even if you watch some matches that they are playing, when the doctors go inside, even the spray is like ice pack, they spray it, you feel very cold, and then you get up and then you go. So putting ice pack, my brother, is not something that
we should even think about it like it's a serious thing. No, I think maybe the person that put the picture, he just put it, maybe is advertising the eyes to the people that they will read it.
Okay. Nigerians, so many Nigerians have said, since it's a friendly game, Ross will actually, put the newly invited player in the squad when they played against Algeria and Tunisia. What will you make of it?
Yeah, normal friendly game. That's what they said. Friendly game is for you to test, every player that you invite. But the friendly games is very important. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can
hear you.
So now the friendly game is unlike before, because of now you have your ranking, your position in Africa, in there. So I tell you, it is a friendly game, but the coach has most of his players that he went to AFCON with them. So definitely in a lineup that any coach can do in the whole world, you expect maybe, to start with maybe FIFA. But it cannot be like the way maybe Nigerians are expecting that, okay, you call about 6, 7 players, they should go and put. And, if anything happen, later they will blame the coach. Why do that? So all these things is for the coach to manage his team and know, what he will do. But I tell you, all what is inside of the coach mind is as in to players that they will play for this country, and then they have a great future ahead of them.
Okay, all right, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Pascal.
For just one last question from you, what will be your prediction against Nigeria against Algeria? Let us know your prediction, sir.
My prediction. Well, if you check, even I'm wearing green. Though Algeria too, this thing is similar to our own. So, can you say is not sweet and our outside food is sweet? We are here Nigeria, and so so winning is on our side. I'm not there, so I'm not supporting them. Nigeria is my country, so I'm supporting my country.
Okay.
What was the scoreline?
Scoreline?
Yeah, the scoreline.
You as a journalist, I leave that one to you, so you can analyze that. You have 3 people in the studio, so you can analyze that. So after, I will ask, we will hear what is the result. But I tell you, it's going to be a very good match see, the most important thing in this team that we have very young players for the future. And then when you have young players, let me tell you something, it's for you to project. It's for you to think, yes, in 5 years now, where is Chigweze going to be? In 5 years, where is Samuel Kalu? Where is Simon? Where is Ewobi? Where is players that they have a very good future. Some of them even they will play for a decade to come. That's very good for the country. I tell you, it's very, very good.
Okay. No fans be allowed in the pitch. So how will our boys get motivated to there'll be no shouting of
from the Nigerian supporters club.
Without spectators and supporters, they are playing without seeing people inside the field shouting now. So I tell you, it's inside of their mind. That one is inside of their mind. They are professional players. And then I don't think that maybe one will think that, yeah, I need to hear the band of Nigerian supporters club singing. No, I don't think it's like that. And it's not going to be like that. So they need to focus on the match. You focus on what you are doing in the field. So what they are doing in training, I tell you, is the same thing is going to be in the match because of not too much people. So it's going to be like that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pascal, for coming on show. And we wish our players all the best, in Austria. Thank you very much, Mr. Pascal. And have a good day.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye, sir. Okay, okay. Mr. Joel, looking at this game, Nigeria between Algeria, what is your thoughts? What will you make of that particular match?
Honestly, the match is going to be fight to finish because of so many factors. If you look at the history of Nigeria and Algeria, I think we are yet to play a friendly match like this. That will be number one factor. The number two factor is that they are Africa champion. And then number three factor is that it's FIFA window game. And then it's going to count for both the Algeria and Nigeria. So for me, the game is going to be cracker. It's going to be fight to finish, because the African champion will not want to just say, okay, we just won that AFCON on a platter of gold. They want to prove themselves. And then Nigeria, like Patrick Pastor said, we have a young player, the player that are ready to bite, the player that are ready to fight to the finish. So the game is going to be an interesting game. The only challenge I see is that there will not be fans and the Nigeria to just cheer
to be singing,
the Nigerian supporter clubs. They have them in number, and then they are doing well.
Okay. The coach of Algeria, talking about the coach of Algeria right about now, he said Nigeria is a difficult side to play. No doubt about it. We know that Algeria, they have good crop of players. They have Mahrez that play for Man City and the likes of them. Do you think our own Super Eagles can stand the quality of the Algerians?
When we are talking about the best player in the world, one of the countries that have one of the best players in the continent is Nigeria. Let us not try to shy away from the truth because of our population and then because of the abundant talent that we have. The truth of the matter is that, like the coach Bemadi said, that is going to be Nigeria's Super Eagles is going to be a tough team to play. We all watch it at the quarterfinal of the game, if not because of the little lapses that we have. That game, it was very difficult game for Algeria. But you know, when that free kick came, 94 minutes. So that Super Eagles could not do anything. Assuming we have like 10 minutes more or 7 minutes or 15 minutes more into the game, I believe the table might turn around.
Onyekere has to lie down on the floor.
Let's not go to that. That was a very painful moment that night.
Yes. And they've watched the game. They've watched the game. I believe the Super Eagle coach is going to do something to rectify all the, to right all the wrong that happened in that game.
But let's look at the goalkeeping department. Do you think we have enough experience going into that particular match? Because the likes of Alompaso, the likes of Okoye, the likes of this guy Matthew Yakubu, they are yet, to actually, get to keep it for the national team for a number of games. Do you think there will be any challenges?
Well, I tell you, we don't have challenges in that position. Because look at Alompaso, look at Okoye. Alompaso is doing well in Portugal, and then the other goalkeeper, they are doing very well. It is about the team, because this game is going to be an opportunity to improve. So if you are opportune to be in between the post, you should be able, like Super Eagle coordinator said right from Austria. He said that you have to let that Nigerian in you come out. So for me, I don't think it's a challenge. If before we know the like of Ike Kasia, the like of Dige, they are coming from somewhere. It is one match that we are supposed a game. So for me, I don't think there will be challenge in that department.
Your prediction?
For me, as like Patrick said, but green in my blood because I'm in Nigeria. So I will give that game like 2-1. In favor of Nigeria.
Judy, what about you?
No, I concur with Mr. Joel. So it's a 2-1 game. Of course, I don't know who'll score for us, but we win we have met 21 times.
Yeah.
So this is good. Our first friendly. The 21 times we met was in official competitions, but this is good. Our first friendly. So let's say, and the last time we played was, of course, in the AFCON.
Yeah.
So let's have a repeat of the match and let's see what happens on Friday.
So Nigeria should be on the winning side.
And again, thankfully, the match will be shown live on TV, on Super Sport and other channels. So we get to see the matches on TV. So let's go on to still talking about the Nigerian football. The Nigerian Football Federation has announced the appointment of Mr. Randy WALDRUM as the new head of coach for the senior national team. That's talking about the Super Falcons. WALDRUM, an American who played as a midfielder, has worked largely within the American women's football circle and was head coach of the Trinidad and Tobago national team between 2014 and 2016. He worked with former Super Falcons goalkeeper and captain and Chijene, who is the first assistant coach, while Wemima Matthew Alariwaju will serve as second assistant coach. Now we are seeing a new coach coming for the Super Falcons, and the NFL president said he hopes it takes them to the next level. Mr. Joe, where is the next level? That's the question.
As a matter of fact, appointment of coach Randy WALDRUM, to me, it's a slap on Nigeria coaches. Okay. And then I will tell you why. The reason why I said so is that in the issue of Super Falcon, we have about 14 coaches, both foreign-based coaches and Nigeria. And then out of 14, we have 4 foreign coaches, which is the like of Bonfrey Joe, the like of Delebi, and then the Randy right now. The other one are home-based coaches, and then they did we won it 11 times in the history. And then if you look at that, 11
about the AFCON.
We are talking about AFCON. We won AFCON in 11 times. Yes. Super Falcon won AFCON 11 times. Out of that 11 times, from the history and then the story that is on ground, the home-based coaches gave us 10 out of that 10 trophies out of that 11. So what is the need of employing someone that is not based in Nigeria? Okay. Point number 2 is that if our football league is doing very well, these coaches, they are doing very well, though they might not be playing for some time due to the cause of COVID-19. It affects everybody. But to me, if you can give Super Eagle a foreign coach, there is no argument about that, because you need to nurture young players. But this Super Falcon that we are talking about, most of the players, they are here, they are trying to come up. Why don't you look for a coach that will feature that we look at them, nurture them, and take them to wherever they are going to be?
I agree with you about that. The fact that why would the NFF appoint this coach? Now this is a coach that we do not even know much about, and this is a coach that largely coach within is a university coach.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a university coach.
And
it's not a world class coach. And then was at least to an extent was a world class coach, because he had coached reading, he had coached other nations. But Randy had only coached Trinidad and I don't know the women football. He has coached football. Pittsburgh football team, a university football team. Who does that? It's like you're bringing in, I don't know, a grade C coach for a grade A team. How does it work? But then, what I'm glad is that at least they brought in the coach for us after the fact that Super Falcons have been the coach for so long. Like what Mr. Joel said now, that our league is not functional.
Okay.
Before the COVID-19 came, the women's league was even off.
Okay.
How many teams are even playing? How many clubs do you have in the women's league? How many clubs? They're up to 10. Okay. They're up to 10. But yeah, they could not organize a league for these girls. How many of the players are playing in the Nigerian league? Few of them are, because they found the least opportunity, they left the country because, of course, they want to grow.
Greener pastures.
Greener pastures. They want to grow. Only a few of them still remain. And I'm sure if those ones see opportunity, they also leave as well. So that means our league will die completely. Okay.
Jide, are you blaming the NFF for appointing the coach, or are you blaming the consultancy guys that were employed to actually get this coach for Nigeria?
Why would NFF give a technical duty to a financial consulting firm.
Yeah.
PwC is not a football consultant. It is not a consultant that has to do anything technical with sports. This is a financial auditing company. But so that you are bringing in an audit company that is there to come and audit your account to help you to get coach. Who does that?
Okay, okay. I just want to chip this in.
Who does that?
Recall that in 2017, they said coach that was talking about WALDRUM was actually giving the job of the Super Falcons, and he rejected that offer before it was being given to Thomas Dennerby. What do you think has changed this time for him to actually accept that offer?
He's still going to be coaching Pittsburgh team.
Yes, it's a part-time job anyway. The Super Falcons now role is a part-time job for him.
So he's going to be coaching both Super Falcons and then the university team in the US, Pittsburgh. So once there's a friendly matches or anything, he will come to Nigeria. And again, NFF never even disclosed to us how many years contracts, number one. They never disclosed to us how much is involved. They never even disclosed to us who is paying the salary. Maybe they've given the guys so much money now that the guys say, oh, okay, this is good money. Let me come and coach Nigeria. Because why would they accept a coach that will be coaching Nigeria on a part-time basis? But it's a part-time basis.
Let me tell you the truth. I might be wrong, I might be right, but I know one day the truth will come
definitely
to this matter. When we are talking about the foreign coach, I think there is something to it.
Money laundering.
To the
Are you sure about that?
Let me just because if you don't have anything harboring in hiring a foreign coach, why is it that any day you think of hiring a foreign coach?
And we keep on complaining that there's no money to actually pay officials and
pay. So who are the people that is going to pay? Who sponsors? At least we know Roy. Yeah. We know that we know how it's going to be paid the salary. Who is going to be paying Randy WALDRUM salary? Is it NFF or is it whoever the sponsors are?
Maybe in the time to come, NFF will let us know. In the time to come, maybe they will let us know, because the whole system is I don't want to use foul language here, because it's still my country, like I said. The truth of the matter is that hiring a foreign coach for Super Falcons is out of place. To be sincere with
you need to be paid in naira and dollar.
I'm in Nigeria.
He's not going to pay naira.
Even the money you are giving to that coach, if you invest it into Nigeria Women League, you will see the impact on it. That is the truth of the matter.
I can be 100% sure that he will not be paid in Nigeria in naira. Of course, he will be paid in dollars.
Yeah. But so many people have said we got to the round of 16, the last World Cup with a foreign coach.
Yes.
Looking at this one, they are bringing another foreign coach, and we know that US we were the defending champion, no doubt about it. The Women League is the US Women League is a very robust one, and we know they get to dominate the world. Do you see WALDRUM getting Super Falcons for we to actually dominate Africa?
No, we might dominate Africa, not because of the coach.
Mind you, we are beginning to lose our dominance in Africa. We lost out to the Olympics. We didn't actually qualify. Our last performance in the women African was just a narrow. We didn't actually perform well. Do you think he can?
I don't think it's the coach now that will bring us to that top again. Is the players' examination, and probably because of the presence of the Nigerian coaches in the setup, that will take us back to the summit, not the coach. Because I'm sorry, but this guy does not have the credentials to take a nation as big as Nigeria.
Maybe the fact that he has not coached other countries.
So Nigeria is good, just like Raw. Nigeria is his first. Nigeria is his first. Is the best in his career. Yes, let's give him. He has tried to do well. Yes, but Nigeria is the biggest country he has coached in his career. Burkina Faso, Gabon. They are a small country compared to Nigeria football. We can't compare Nigeria to Trinidad and Tobago. I did not know any record of Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know. I didn't even go to World Cup before. Okay, so you are bringing a grade C or a grade D coach, a university coach. Yes. To come and coach a team as a team that is successful in Africa, the most successful team in Africa, is even more successful than the Super Eagles.
Yeah.
In terms of trophies.
Okay, we
So
just wish.
It's sad.
Let's just wish.
If you're ever going to bring a foreign coach,
luck,
if you're ever going to bring a foreign coach, they are experienced. We have the US coaches there. You can bring her. We have the Swedish coach. You can bring her. We have the Australian coach. You can bring her. These are experienced.
I feel we can even bring ex-international perpetual coach, the likes of Messi, Akide.
Maybe because maybe they've not gotten that experience, that the top level experience. Then bring all these experienced coaches, and they can be understudy for them. Spend 2 or 3 years. Let them go. Let them take over.
Anyway, the appointment has been made.
But it's painful.
That's why I said there is more to it. We wish him well.
All the best. So we'll go to the next story. We are going to athletics now, where the Athletic Federation of Nigeria, we know there is an ongoing crisis in that particular one. The ministry, it has been reported that the Ministry of Sport will actually head to the Supreme Court, with the appeal of the court not entertaining the argument of the Ministry of Youth and Sport over the impeachment of Ibrahim Gusau. As the AFN president, the Ministry of Youth and Sport Development is heading to the Supreme Court. A source in the Ministry Legal Department disclosed that the ministry will utterly shocked at the outcome of the appeal court and is definitely heading to the Supreme Court. According to you expect the source quarrel of the individuals who the minister and the ministry in the first instance dragging them to the court after he's shown all the panels of process to put in place to actually resolve the matter. Mr. Jerome, do you think taking this case to the Supreme Court, do you think is best for our sport, knowing fully well that the case was actually struck out in the High Court and also the Appeal Court?
The truth of the matter is that the last time we came here, we discussed about this same issue, even before the judgment of the appeal court. But the truth of the matter is that the earlier we stop taking sport matter to court, the better for the country. The sport has been adjudged as one of the unifying factors for Nigeria, especially when we are facing a diverse challenge this time around. But now, when the situation is like, because I offended you, I am taking you to court, or because I did not see my share, you did not drop what belonged to me, and then the next thing is for me to take you to court. I think it's not going to take us anywhere.
Would there be any impact on the athletes and the sport itself? If you know that the Olympic is next year.
Wale, we are even feeling it right now, because as it is now, players are not unite, because we have some player coordinator in other camp, we have another player coordinator, and then there are some players that
talking about the
athletic rep. There are some players that will play their allegiance to one. There are some players that will play their allegiance to another one. So even look at it as a married man, even when you are single self, if your home that you are living is not peaceful, are you going to have rest of mind? Are you going to achieve anything? It's not going to be possible. But the truth of the matter is that taking the sports matter to court is something else entirely. Because we are preaching that sport is the only thing that can unify Nigeria. And then, truth be told, if anytime Super Eagles is playing, you see every Nigerian, they will queue to their TV. It means it's true. It's a unifying factor. Yeah. But when you are taking it to court because of the misunderstanding, because of the leadership, it will not take us to anywhere. And then I think my advice to ministry is just to retrace their step, because like Ade used to say, where I am coming from, there is no how you and I will come from courts and become friends. We cannot become friends. Okay, I like that adage. And the person in charge of that ministry also happens to come from the same place you come from. so I think you should pass on that same message. That is the truth of the matter. They should just find a balance, a way where they can resolve that matter without dragging ourselves to the court. Be it as it may, assuming we are having Olympic this year, honestly, this year will have been the worst Olympic ever.
Because
that's athletic that used to give Nigeria. Even if it is bronze, they must give us something. But now when that's it.
Okay. So let's see how that pans out again in the Supreme Court. But it's just unfortunate that we are going to Supreme Court to undo sports matters. And if this goes to Supreme Court, trust me, other federations we want to go to court as well to over certain things, and that's how crisis now engulf the whole sporting industry. So now let's talk about Samson Siasia, whose appeal at the CAS has been postponed again for this is the third time or second time or third time that this case will be postponed, and this man is becoming jobless and jobless by the day, because he's trying to prove with no sense that people, I did not collect bribe. I was offered money, but it was not bribe. And you know, different, but we don't know the story, we don't know the truth yet. But from the Raj Peruva, that's the so-called match fixer, you know, and everything. But Mr. Joe, what can you say about SIASIA'S FIFA ban? Now, CAS has postponed his trial again
to
February next year. You know, it was supposed to happen, I think, 2 days ago. It did not happen. Now, he is hungry. I'm quoting certain words. That he does not have money, you know, everything. You know, the ban has affected his finances.
Honestly, it's very unfortunate for someone that can call as international, someone that have paid a lot of price for this country, why he was playing for Nigeria, and then he has also even coached the country. I believe is beyond the ordinary mere looking. I will just use another adage to describe the matter of SIASIA.
Like using adage.
No, it's just for us to understand. When you see a layman that maybe puts load on his head, and then maybe you are a straight person, you just see the layman and say, my brother, what happened to you? Your load is bent now. The man will answer that it is up that you are looking. You are not looking down. It's because the leg of the layman is bent. That is why the load is bent. The matter of SIASIA is like when you are having inside enemy. Let me just put it in that way. Enemy within. And then they are the most difficult enemy to fight. Because see, how could you unheard that you are playing for Nigeria and then you are a coach, and then matter like that came up? The federation that you serve, the country that you serve, are keeping mute as if nothing is happening. And then this is the only source of when you remove a politician or you remove a senator from his seat. It means you are tactically taking away his source of income. Or maybe someone is director in a ministry. You now say, okay, go, don't do anything. It means you have paralyzed the particular person. So what I am trying to say is that is beyond human imagination. Let me just use that word, because when we look at it critically, the matter happens when the guy is discharging his responsibility for the country.
Yes.
That is the truth of the matter. I believe, and then I think that, in my own opinion, that country should just rise up to fight such issue. Why will you postpone the judgment? The judgment that you are fixing a date. Now you are putting it to February. Second time of postponing. It means there is discrepancy. There's some politicking going on underneath. But I believe at the end of the day, everything will be.
We just want our Nigerians to, the NFF, Nigerians also, the government should write your hand in so that you actually clear his name. So we'll go to the next story, where former Super Eagles player has blasted Man United for disrespecting Igalo. The former Super Eagles and PSG defender Godwin Okpara has slammed Manchester United and manager Oligan on social for disrespecting the Nigerian international Odion Igalo in the recent time. Okpala told Brilla Net that the Premiership side did not treat a former Super Eagles player with honor. What do you think is going on with Igalo's contract with Man United? Do you think all is well?
Jide, I know you will ask me, but I will not. I know you will ask me, but I will not. I will not.
Again,
I will not bias. Yes, I
I
will not bias in this matter.
Yeah.
The truth of the matter is that I disagree with whoever that is saying that, because everybody is entitled to their opinion. Igalo, we love to play for Man U for 5 minutes than to play in China 90 minutes.
Why did you say that?
Because it is his club of his dream. He has been dreaming to play for Man U.
Okay.
And then look at it now. He's no longer getting young any longer. It's like when Cassia finished his career in Real Madrid.
32,
You understand it now? So for me, I disagree with whoever that is saying it. Igalo he said it with his own mind that I am happy to play for the club of my dream.
Okay, looking at the coming of Cavani, do you think there will be a space for him to play?
See, the truth of the matter is that if you look at the Man U structure, as it is now, Igalo will be playing either Cali Cup and FA. That is the truth of the matter. That's what they have been doing. Igalo is the second team is in the second 11 of Man U.
And that was Nigeria's former.
And that
you said was.
Outcome
It means
outcome highest goal scorer.
Yes, I agree with you.
Even the tournament.
I agree with you, but the age is no longer on his side.
Ronaldo is 35.
Yeah, you know.
Abramovich is almost 40.
See, if we are to go, if we are to go to that matter or issue, we are not going to live here. We all know that Nigeria, if we are to tell ourselves the truth, if I tell you that I can tell you that I'm 25 years old. And then be it as it may, I've already reduced like 13, 14 from my head.
So in a nutshell,
So you can't compare the Euro player with African player.
So in a nutshell, I'm saying Igalo must.
That's why I say that matter is for another day. Thank you.
Let's talk about football. The Nigerian Professional Football League, that's talking about KWARA United, have unveiled Brazilian winger Lucas Alves as their new signing ahead of the upcoming Nigerian season. Lucas Alves, who last played for CO-ORDINATOR earlier, expressed happiness after being unveiled and vowed to give his best to the Lorry outfit in the forthcoming league season. And I quote him, "I'm happy joining KWARA United and I'm here to help the club achieve the goals and targets for the coming league season. The environment here is cool, and thanks to the club chiefs who have been making me feel at home since I came to Nigeria." Now we have a new Brazilian winger.
I don't know what you say.
So you are expected to see a Brazilian flair in.
I want to ask, what happened to the 6 Brazilians signed by Ufa
KWARA United?
Was it KWARA United or Ufa?
Ufa signed some. KWARA United signed.
So what happened to those players?
See, what I just want to say about this matter is that this Brazilian player, this guy, is just coming to KWARA United to collect money.
Why did you say that?
See.
They say he has played for Corinthians.
Yes, Corinthians is in Brazil now, not in Nigeria. The system in Brazil is different from the system in Nigeria. In Brazil, I believe, I've not been there, but I believe they must have a good transport system.
But do you think it's a good move, looking at the publicity that he will be bringing all the way from Brazil to Nigeria?
Okay. The truth of the matter is that the truth of the matter is that when we look at it, there is nothing in life that have advantage that will not have disadvantage. But this matter we are talking about, the advantage is much. The only benefit we can get is that, okay, it will be on the news in the whole world that Nigeria League signed a Brazilian. They don't know who the particular person is. But be it as it may, the guy will travel on this our road, this our so-called road, this bad road.
But you don't know whether he gets come from a slum in Brazil.
They must have a very good campus system.
All of them, they were all from the slum.
Even Ronaldinho, after his career,
even to me,
he still went back to Brazil.
To me, KWARA United is going against what the government or what the Ministry of Youth and Sport is preaching. Every day, Sunday that we said that we have abundant talent. Go to KWARA, it's my neighboring state. I know everything. okay, because you want. That's why I said there is something to bringing foreigner to Nigeria.
We just hope Lucas Alves all the best in KWARA.
Yeah, talking about the KWARA United, but they're making a statement now that they've brought him back, you know, a former Super Eagles goalkeeper as well to beef up the league.
Barcelona from
the question is that when will our league start? That's just it.
Okay. We are waiting. That's the topic for another day. Okay, so we'll go to tennis now, where the French Open, where Djokovic beat BUSTA to reach the semi-final. The world number one Novak Djokovic overcame earlier physical struggle to beat Pablo BUSTA and to reach the French Open semi-final yesterday. The score was 4-6, 6-2, 6-3, 6-4. It was a very tough match for Djokovic yesterday because he was injured, but he actually, fight back to actually win the particular match.
Just like they say now that form is temporal, but class is permanent. So Djokovic, yes, was injured during the US Open. He misbehaved.
Yeah, of course.
But he picked himself up.
He was sent packing.
He was disqualified.
He was disqualified. I think he was sent packing.
But now he came back. Now he's in the French Open, and we're expecting to win this French Open.
We were playing against Tsitsipas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. So we're expecting to have a sail through to the finals. Djokovic is going to win this French Open.
Of course.
So now, let's go to Barcelona. We're talking about the Barcelona president is facing a vote of no confidence. Now, Barcelona has been in crisis for so long now. You know, Messi wanting to leave, Suarez left with unceremoniously. You know, different things are just going. Different things going on in Barcelona. The former player Xavi wants to go back to Barcelona as of course, to coach the club, to coach the team. But then the president has to leave because, according to them, he has destroyed the fabric that held Barcelona together.
That's talking about Mario Barcelona.
Yes. So now, Barcelona of all clubs now, that was of course high rated, even defeated by one. Now, in fact, if the people any club now can even beat Barcelona now, because that fear factor that they used to have there is no longer there. They are not that. In fact,
but we look at the departure of Luis Suarez, looking at the departure of Rakitic,
even
Vidal has left, and the last match against Sevilla, they drew 1-1. It was
Messi might leave.
Messi might leave at the end of next season. What do you make of it, Mr. Joe?
What I just want to say is that we don't need a soothsayer to tell us that there is challenge in Barca, a team that people know as one of the best teams in the whole world. But like I used to say, we argued with before we started this program. In life, we have up and down, we have high, we have low. I believe the team we are talking about now are passing through their down, their low. But
they should come up. They should not come up.
Look at how this guy came back. Coutinho came back from Bayern. This guy is back. Dembele is back. So I believe Yannick from Juve. So I
think come back. Maybe they'll come back in 6 years' time.
The challenge of the club is not the player per se. It is the management, administrative. The earlier they look into it, the better for the team.
Okay, let's talk briefly about the transfer window.
Of course.
Where Wale's favorite team, they've signed Partey, as they say, Partey before Partey.
Yes, no Thomas, no Partey.
now Thomas Partey has been signed by Arsenal, and Arsenal fans have not allowed us to rest on social media. Like as if they won the league already. when Pepe came, it was the same thing. Pepe has scored. Oh, Pepe, Perez,
on a lighter mode. if we are not to deceive ourselves, Arsenal is going to go a long way this season.
No doubt about that.
Because of
project.
some move they've moved. You know, before we have the Baba Jebu in charge of the team in persons of Arsene Wenger. But since then, honestly, I give it to him. That's my own opinion.
My only issue is that Arsenal should always keep quiet.
But you know,
they should not disturb the media space.
See,
they signed Pepe. It was massive noise. Where did Arsenal? Where did they finish?
The truth of the matter is that. So let us see what party after party or party before party will do.
His name is Thomas. Let's not confuse our fans.
Okay.
His name is Thomas Partey.
Let us see what Thomas Partey will do. Because that's what we had when Pepe came. And then Pepe came, he proved himself. He just drew like 1, 2, or 3 leg over. All the old environment is noise. Pepe will do this. All of a sudden, Pepe is nowhere to be found. So, but I will wish Thomas Partey well. I believe the Arsenal is going to do well this year.
Yeah, on the materials, frankly speaking, Partey is a guy for Arsenal. You know, this guy has played for a little match. He was the linchpin protecting the back four. You know, he cuts out attack and probably launches attack once in a while. But his job there is to destroy attacks coming in. And Arsenal, in the last few games, their back has been solid. And he's going to bring in that solidity into that back four to protect the back four anyway, the defensive midfield role. So I think Arsenal have gotten a very, very good vibe in Thomas Partey. He's a black man. Very aggressive. He doesn't care whether he goes for the left.
But you don't forget that these are another leagues entirely. It's another league entirely. The way you said it, I agree with you. But there is going to be.
He will gel. He will gel.
He's going to gel.
He will gel. You know, African players of that box to box, they easily gel because and Premiership is physical. And this guy is a player as well too. La Liga is technical, but we're still bringing that physicality for Atletico Madrid. That's why you could see there is money as if it's on drugs.
Even Man United also they got Edison Cavani. They got some other players at the last day of the transfer
Cavani came for
window.
retirement money.
For retirement, but he's still going to help Man United due to the fact that Martial has been given a red card. The next game he's going to play. Igalo also is there. So I think it's a good one for Man United for them to actually get Edison Cavani. But before we go straight to the international friendly match that was played yesterday. Well, Armenia actually we are going to, the match was actually cancelled. We see Australia, they were victorious against Greece yesterday. That was 2-1. You look at Germany, Turkey, they drew that particular match. It was a 6-goal thriller, 3-3. Italy beat Moldova 6-0. Netherlands also to Mexico 1-0. Poland also were victorious against Finland. That match actually finished 5-1. Portugal and Spain, which everybody thought that enough work actually come in that particular match. The match ended 0-0. No victory.
And Ronaldo nearly scored.
Ronaldo scored. But
his assist was one super.
But the big game yesterday was France against Ukraine. France defeated Ukraine 7-1.
Yeah, Ukraine's match. That match was very funny. One, had COVID-19.
Yes.
Shevchenko brought in a 45-year-old. But he did not keep. He did not keep. But he was on the bench. In case the young goalkeeper that got injured or had COVID-19,
he can actually go to fill the space.
So for that game, we saw that the players were not. It was a shambolic display by Ukraine against France. France mesmerized them completely. It was a complete white to watch 7-1. But no doubt about that. And yes, on COVID-19 because the players, the key keeper was out of 19, and for them to have even brought a 45-year-old man to come and keep for them and everything. But before we go, let's talk about Cavani now. That I want to ask one question again: is Igalo useless?
Igalo is not useless.
Okay.
But I think Manchester United as a have the mission of bringing Igalo to the team.
So
Igalo, anytime
has that mission been achieved? Has it been accomplished?
As for Igalo himself, that mission accomplished.
Okay, I just want to wear Manchester
Yes. But for the club, that one I will, because I'm not a coach. I don't know the reason why he brought him. But if you look at him since he arrived at Old Trafford, he has been playing either Carling Cup, FA,
Europa.
and Europa.
Okay, before we go, Jide, let me get your reaction. Last weekend's match, Manchester United against Tottenham and Aston Villa. Man United were beaten. They were related by Tottenham, by the former manager that is talking about Jose Mourinho. The match ended 6-1.
I also that humiliating because it was a big match, big team versus big team. But my issue was Liverpool was humiliation.
Yes. 7-2.
7-2.
Against a team that almost
went on relegation. Only God has saved the Aston Villa. See, when we are talking about the game, got it. But for me,
mind you, Mourinho was playing a defensive game
for me,
in that particular one.
For me, I'm still saying it. I said it in this place. If something drastically not be among the top 6 with the way they were going.
Okay.
If they did not change their tactics, if they did not speak sense to their player. The incident that happened supposed to be yellow card to the two players. But why will you retaliate? There must be discipline when you are playing. And then even be it as it may, even if we play 11 against 11, the Tottenham team of today will still beat Man U. Let us meet tomorrow, they will still beat Man U.
Do you think Liverpool was compliant?
The Liverpool is, I think, is beyond the human imagination. Because as a champion, I didn't expect them to play 3 games of the season. Then you are wash, blue, black, yellow, and red.
Do you see Liverpool retaining this cup?
I see Leeds winning the Premiership.
Not being only an Arsenal fan, but I actually see Arsenal finish ahead of Chelsea and Man United at the end of the English Premiership this season. Quote me anywhere, that is what my opinion.
Okay, Mr. Joel Ajayi, thank you so much for coming again to our show. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Wale, we will see. Okay, thankfully there is no Premiership matches this weekend.
Yes,
so
hopefully by next week.
Next weekend.
We're going to see Thomas Partey. After he will play in Man City. That's his first game. Arsenal against Man City. Arsenal gets into the win. And again, there will be a Merseyside derby. Everton will be playing Liverpool in that particular one.
So I want to thank our viewers too for staying tuned with us. I hope you enjoyed every bit of this program. And we'll come again same time, same station next week. But before we leave, one thing that always obey the guidelines set by the authorities regarding the COVID-19. Keep your social distancing, wash your hands regularly, or use an alcohol-based sanitizer, and always use your face mask. I remain Olushola Olujide. I
am Olawale Ayemi. See you same time, same station next week. God bless. Bye-bye for now.
Every embargo of the enemy shall get out of your system, your business, your family, in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
In every area of your life, God will grant unto you breakthrough. So I don't know what your own situation is today. Is there a